Hello students, I wish for your good health. Let us begin with today's topic, and today's topic is physical features of India. Let's begin with the introduction part of the chapter. India is a vast country with varied landforms. Our country has all major physical features of the earth, that is, mountains, plains, deserts, plateaus, and islands. We find different types of rocks. Some are very hard, like marble, used for making the Taj Mahal, and some are very soft, like soapstone, used in making talcum powder. The color of soil varies from one place to another because soil is formed out of different types of rocks. These variations are caused due to differences in rock formation. Besides geological formations, a number of processes such as weathering, erosion, and deposition have created and modified the relief of its present form. Earth scientists explain the formation of physical features with the help of some theories based on certain evidences. One such theory is the theory of plate tectonics. According to this theory, the crust, means upper part of the earth, has been formed out of 7 major and some minor plates. Movements of tectonic plates. The movement of the plates results in building up of stresses within the plates and the continental rocks above, leading to folding, faulting, and volcanic activity. These plate movements are classified into 3 types. Number first is convergent boundary. Some plates come towards each other and form convergent boundary. They may either collide and crumble, or one may slide under the other. Number second is divergent boundary. Some plates move away from each other and form divergent boundary. And the last one is transform boundary. At times, they may also move horizontally past each other and form transform boundary. The movement of these plates have changed the position and size of continents over millions of years. Such movements have also influenced the evolution of present landform features of India. Now let us study about the formation of Indian landmass. The oldest landmass was a part of the Gondwana land. The Gondwana land included India, Australia, South Africa, and South America and Antarctica as one of the single land mass. The conventional current split the crust into a number of pieces, thus leading to the drifting of the Indo-Australian plate after being separated from the Gondwana land towards north. The northward drift resulted in the collision of the plate with the much larger Eurasian plate. Due to this collision, the sedimentary rocks were accumulated. The Tethys were folded to form the mountain system of the Western Asia and Himalaya. The Himalayan uplift out of Tethys Sea and the subsidence of the northern flank of the peninsular plateau resulted in the formation of a large basin. This depression gradually got filled with the deposition of sediments by the rivers flowing from the mountains. A flat land of extensive alluvial deposits led to the formation of the northern plains of India. The peninsular plateau is one of the ancient land masses. It was supposed to be one of the most stable landforms. Himalayan mountains form an unstable zone, represents a very youthful topography with high peaks, deep valleys and fast flowing rivers. The northern plains are formed of alluvial deposits. and the peninsular plateau is composed of igneous and metamorphic rocks with gently rising hills and wide valleys. Now let us study major physiographic divisions of India. Number 1 is the Himalayan mountains. Number 2, the northern plains. Number 3, the peninsular plateau. Number 4, the Indian desert. Number 5, the coastal plains. And number 6 is the islands. We will study them in detail. Now, let us study these features in detail. The first feature of India is the Himalayan mountains. The Himalayas stretch over the northern borders of India. These ranges run in a west-east direction from the Indus to the Brahmaputra. They form an arc which covers a distance of about 2,400 km. Their width varies from 400 km in Kashmir to 150 km in Arunachal Pradesh. The Himalayas consist of 3 parallel ranges. Number 1 is Great or Inner Himalayas, or it is also called Himadri. The northernmost range is known as Great or Inner Himalayas or the Himadri. It is the most continuous range consisting of loftiest peak with average height of 6,000 meters. It contains all the prominent Himalayan peaks. The folds of Great Himalayas are asymmetrical in nature. The core is composed of granite. It is perennially snowbound, and a large number of glaciers descend from this range. Second type of Himalaya is Himachal or Lesser Himalayas. The range lying to the south of Himadri is known as Himachal or Lesser Himalayas. They are composed of highly compressed and altered rocks. The altitude varies between 3,700 and 4,500 meters and width is of 50 km. Examples are Pir Panjal range, the Dhauladhar and the Mahabharat ranges are also prominent ones. This range consists of the famous valley of Kashmir, the Kangra and the Kullu valley in Himachal Pradesh. This region is well known for its hill stations. The third category of Himalayas is Shivaliks. The outermost range of the Himalayas is called the Shivaliks. They have an altitude between 900 and 1100 meters, extend over a width of 10 to 50 km. These ranges are composed of unconsolidated sediments brought down by rivers. These valleys are covered with black, thick gravel and alluvium. The longitudinal valley lying between Lesser Himalaya and the Shivaliks are known as Dunes. Examples are Dehradun, Kotli Dun and Patli Dun. Himalayas have been also divided on the basis of regions from west to east. Number 1 is Punjab Himalayas, which are also called Kashmir or Himachal Himalayas. These Himalayas lie between Indus and Satluj rivers. Second is Kumaon Himalayas. This lies between Satluj and Kali river. Third is Nepal Himalayas, lying between Kali and Tista rivers. And fourth one is Assam Himalayas, which lie between Tista and Dihang rivers. Brahmaputra river marks the easternmost boundary of the Himalayas. Beyond the Dihang, the Himalayas bend sharply to the south and spread along the eastern boundary of India. They are known as Purvanchal or Eastern Hills. These hills are composed of sedimentary rocks and covered with dense forest. Some examples of these hills are Patkai Hills, Naga Hills, Manipur Hills and Mizo Hills. I hope you have understood the topic. Thank you for watching.